Isn't it hard to play Marvel Rivals when your game runs like this?
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Well, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to optimize your PC and Marvel Rivals settings to get better performance. Okay, we're going to start off with some PC settings. You're going to want to go to the Gaming tab, Game Bar, and turn it off. You probably don't even use this anyway. It's a built-in overlay service for Windows. Turning it off is just going to stop it from taking resources in the background. Then we're going to head back to Gaming, go to Game Mode, and turn Game Mode on. This will optimize your PC, giving your game top priority for your CPU and GPU, and also turning off background tasks. Okay, on the same tab, go to Graphics, then we're going to turn on Optimization for Windowed Games. This is good if you play on windowed borderless on Marvel Rivals. If you didn't know, there's a small delay on windowed borderless compared to full screen, but this setting will get rid of that latency. Then open up Advanced Graphics Settings and turn on Hardware Accelerated GPU Scheduling. Okay, moving away from PC settings, now you're going to want to head to Steam, open up the properties on Marvel Rivals, go to DLC, and turn off this high resolution pack. This actually doesn't help that much for FPS, but as you can see here, it took off 42 gigabytes. So this definitely helps with space on your computer. Okay, now we're going to open up Marvel Rivals. Something to keep in mind if you have to compile shaders, you're going to want this to fully complete before starting a game. It's going to really lag your game if you're compiling shaders and playing. Okay, now that that is complete, go to Settings, and the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the anti-aliasing and super resolution type. If you have an NVIDIA, you're going to want to go with the NVIDIA DLSS. If you have an AMD, go with the AMD, and if you have an Intel, go with the Intel. Now the TAAU is actually going to give you a performance boost. Now here I'm comparing it with the DLSS, and I am getting about 20 to 30 more frames with the TAAU at 50% upscale. But the enemies are more blurry, so if you like your enemies looking like they have Vaseline smeared on them, I'd go with the TAAU. Now for super resolution mode, I play on quality, but if you're getting some bad FPS on quality, you can go ahead and switch it to balanced or performance. Okay, for super resolution preset, you're going to want to set this to performance mode. Okay, for frame generation mode, this one's a bit controversial. I keep this off. Some people say it's good and some people say it really makes their game perform bad. Something to keep in mind though, if you do want to turn this on, is you have to play on borderless windowed. Alright, and for low latency mode, switch this over to NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. Alright, moving over to FPS cap. So for match FPS cap, you're definitely going to want to cap your FPS around 10 frames below your average. So to find your average, you're going to want to go up to performance test and run this test. So this is a pretty cool feature. It just runs a simulation of the game and gives you a bunch of good stats. Alright, and then background FPS cap, you can set this to 30. So this just caps your FPS when you're alt-tabbing or something like that. FPS and network stats, these are completely optional. I like to keep them on, and VSync should be off. If you want to prevent screen tearing, you should do this in the NVIDIA control panel or the AMD control panel. Alright, now we're going to graphics settings. Graphics quality, set this to low. Global illumination, turn this off. Reflection quality, set this to screen space reflections. And model detail, I would keep this on high. So the reason you're going to want to keep this high is because it's going to keep the character models at a high detail, which is what you're mainly looking at. Alright, then post-processing, keep this low. Shadow detail, put this low. Texture quality, I would set this to medium. Effects quality low, foliage low. Okay, and while you have the game open, go ahead and open up Task Manager, find Marvel Rivals, right click, go to Details, find the shipping.exe, right click that, and set the priority to high. If you set this to high and your Marvel Rivals starts performing worse, please set this back to normal. But in some cases, this can help you squeeze out a little extra performance than normal. Okay, then you're going to want to open up the NVIDIA app. Once you have that open, head to the drivers page and hit the download button if that's available for you. Updating your drivers can potentially have the biggest impact on your performance. Something else you can try is the studio drivers. Studio drivers are meant for creative professionals, but we can use them for gaming too. I personally do not use these, but if you do use them, something to keep in mind is it could impact your performance on other games. That's the end of the video. Please leave a like and comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to get to you.